Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, the Ravens are done drafting. That is correct. That is fully correct. The Ravens are done and they have drafted 6 players from this year's NFL draft. Now, who did they draft? I'll let you know who they draft because I have the list right in front of me. They drafted Zay Flowers, wide receiver from Boston College. They drafted Trenton Simpson, inside linebacker from Clemson. They drafted Tavius Robinson, outside linebacker, Mississippi. They drafted Caillou Blue Kelly, cornerback, Stanford. They drafted Malaysala Amove Lalul, offensive tackle, Oregon. And they also drafted Andrew Voorhees, guard, USC. I think I'm missing one because there was one other person, I think a receiver, that they got at the very, very, very end. They moved back up to get him. Hold on. Let me make sure. I think there's one more. I think there is one more person that they got. I think it was a receiver, bigger guy. I think he's like 6'4" or something of that effect. I don't want to lie. But anyways, but I believe they moved back up. I forgot the player that they got because I wasn't watching all of it. Once we got our last one, as I said, that was for the offensive line. I was done. I was like, that's our picks. That's it. No more need to watch what's going on. But what I have to say about this year's draft, because this is the crux of what we're going to break down. Did the Ravens do enough? So, I think, regardless of if these players pan out, I respect this draft by the Baltimore Ravens. And here's why. They really, truly have been going out of their comfort zone. Listen, I've been a Raven fan for a long time. A while. Okay? I know how they draft. If you're a Raven fan, you know how they draft. Even if you don't watch college football like that, you know how the Ravens draft. This was, to me, regardless, hopefully these players pan out. I am happy with this draft because it's a whole thing of setups. So Zay Flowers, right, is the setup to help the offense. The linebacker is a setup to be there in case they deal PQ, right? Offensive tackles there in case any other offensive tackles go down because we've been having a line problem for a while of people going down, injuries and whatnot. And then you grab even, I believe, it was a receiver that they grabbed, the last player of the draft. They moved up and got him. And he's 6'4", okay? And this guy can go up and just jump and go get balls. But yeah, so that all your receivers aren't small. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from them because it finally seems like they're willing to embrace that the NFL is finally changing. See, the Ravens are old school. It's in their DNA. It's how they won. It's ingrained. It's deep rooted into the very culture of the Baltimore Ravens. So this is an actual culture shift in and within itself. And I'm proud of it. I know it's not perfect. I know everyone's going to say that. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm not. It's perfection is Philly, right? Of how they're lining up everything. And I would love to have that guy. But this is not a time for us to hate on DaCosta. I think that he did a bang-up job. I think that he grabbed who he could grab, and I think that this year's team is going to be exceptionally diverse and hard to stop offensively and defensively. And look, that's all you can ask for. This is the thing what a lot of you Raven fans never understood for a long time. The side of the Raven fans that you guys call complainers never truly asked or never even came close to asking for perfection. They were just begging for adjustments, begging for evolution. They weren't looking for you to change everything, just to make a few tweaks, though. Tweaks that would help you in this ever-changing NFL landscape. And honestly, it's looking like they have been listening. It looks like they've been paying attention. And it looks like that they're ready to ball. And if this team, because look, we all know every year, not every player hits in every draft. There's probably been a handful of drafts where every player in a draft was a starter and successful and stuff like that. There might be 5 or 6 of those drafts in every team in NFL history. Okay? That's not realistic, a realistic standpoint to stand on. You know what I mean? But I will say this. If we get out of those 5, 3 players that are legit contributors to this team, that means, and I'm hoping Zay Flowers is one of them, then it is a win. Win. Darn it, I said win! Because it would have been something that we're not accustomed to seeing. Now, I'm not saying drafting talent. I mean changing, going gung-ho for certain players, moving back up a last pick to go get another offensive piece. Like, this is let's build the line. Let's give Lamar weapons. Let's get some more. Let's trade for a guy. Let's get a free agent. Like, they're doing it all. So what do I feel right now? What do I have to say if EDC was standing in front of me right now, looking at me dead square in my face? I would say, hey, you, Mr. DaCosta. I know you know who I am. I just wanted to tell you this. It was about time. No one asked for perfection. We just wanted you guys to evolve. Good job. Good darn job. I'm excited to see what these draft picks can do. I am excited to see how versatile they'll be. I'm excited to see how they'll be utilized. I'm excited to see how dynamic the team in its entirety will show on Sundays. This is one of the most exciting off seasons I've ever been a part of, being a Raven fan. Maybe after the 2019 season, it was a lot of heartache. Probably after the 2018 season, of course, the Super Bowl season. After that, because I remember when Lee Evans dropped that ball, had it, and even Cradle was smiling in his face and let it get poked out the last second for the Ravens to lose to the Patriots. I remember all those games. We had a lot of hurtful off seasons, but this isn't one of them. We got our QB locked up long term. He has weapons. We got Justin Tucker. Defense is still evolving. They're finally showing that they're willing to embrace, dedicate, and invest in the offense. And the O-line is becoming more and more diverse, meaning they're not just going to wait on their hands hoping that somebody develops into something half decent. No, they're being proactive. So good job, Ravens. Darn good job. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Listen, man, I'm happy, man. You see how calm I am? I am so happy with the way that this draft went. I'm so happy with the way we got Lamar signed. It's been a good week. a very, very good week. But please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I love the comments. Just be respectful to people at the bottom of the screen or in the comment section, and we have no problems. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there goes the QR code at the bottom of the screen. It's to a Cash App. The Cash App's available to everybody in every video, the description of every video. Money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Also available is the Patreon, which is now up and running. Gives you access to the Discord, gives you access to questions from subscribers, gives you access to the Fantasy Football League, gives you access to free giveaways and gifts. You know what I mean? So go there, support. The channel's growing exponentially fast, and we're building something over here. So come be a part of it, all right? But once again, this is the Wunderkind Show. It's your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yep.